wearing jersey number 1, sponsored by Kahui Legal. Perrin Manuel, wearing jersey number 2, sponsored by Rainey Collins. Winter Ricky, wearing jersey number 3, sponsored by Ngāti. Pera Bishop, wearing jersey number 4, sponsored by Te Runanga Nui o Ngāti Poro. Hone Hairewa, wearing jersey number 5, sponsored by Pakihiroa Farms. Adam Ross, wearing jersey number 6, sponsored by Captain Morgan's. Ricky Kernahan, wearing jersey number 7, sponsored by McKay Cartage. Jack Richardson, wearing jersey number 8, sponsored by Fred Tate. Wearing jersey number 9, sponsored by Enterprise Cars. Sam Parks, wearing jersey 10, sponsored by Enterprise Cars. Benny Hairewa, wearing jersey number 11, sponsored by Pohutu Station. Jaden Milner, wearing jersey number 12, sponsored by Tarere Station. Wearing jersey 13, sponsored by Pango. Verdon Bartlett, wearing jersey 14, sponsored by Kimberley. Wearing jersey 15, sponsored by Gisborne Laundry. Morrison Siliko, wearing jersey 16, sponsored by Eastside Logging. Wearing jersey 17, sponsored by Te Runanga Nui o Ngāti Poro. Tim Barbridge, wearing jersey 18, sponsored by Kahui Legal. Scott Lacenby, wearing jersey 19, sponsored by Rakai Hoya Marae. Hoani Temwana, wearing jersey 20, sponsored by Launch Construction. Fabian Kahaki, wearing jersey 21, sponsored by Earthwork Solutions. Ngarangi Hairewa, wearing jersey 22, sponsored by Uncle Val's. Taina Portai,
Anō reira e tiwi, nau mai ki tēnei whakapāhotanga. Whakaharahara mo tēnei o ngā tukinga ki Wainganui i a Ngāti Porou East Coast. Me wā tātou whanaungi i ahu mai I Tūranganui a Kiwa. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to this broadcast of the annual clash between Ngāti Porou East Coast and Poverty Bay as part of the Heartland competition. The lifeblood, the soul of New Zealand rugby. Both teams have just completed the haka. I'll quickly go through the team list. Number 1, Peter Bishop. Winter Ricky, number 2. Perrin Manuel, number 3. Hore Hairewa, Adam Ross, other locks for Ngāti Porou East Coast. Number 6, Ricky Kernahan. As the game gets started here, Sam Parks moves the ball away there. Sammy Parks, Morris Saliko. Ngāti Porou looking to go wide early here. Verdon Bartlett tackled 10 metres inside his own half. Parks clears. Hairewa kicks the ball downfield. Tom Iosefo for Poverty Bay finds a support player there, and William Grogan. Poverty Bay, 10 metres inside Ngāti Porou East Coast territory. Andrew Tautavalu with a break that sees him into the Ngāti Porou East Coast 22. Sammy Parks there with the nice clearance kick. Good start here by both teams. Ngāti Porou looking to move the ball inside their own half. First look at a line out. Poverty Bay ball. The Poverty Bay hooker is their captain, Tamanui Hill. Looks to go to the back to Ken Hokamo. Good run there by Te Pihi Wheli. Penalty against Ngāti Porou East Coast. Unsure exactly what that was for. Decision time here for Poverty Bay captain, Tamanui Hill. Will they go for goal? Calvin Smith finds the corner. It's actually Jesse Carpenter at number 8 for Poverty Bay. Another good line out take there by Poverty Bay. Grogan clears well. Calvin Smith looks for runners. Half break there. Still going, Calvin Smith. Good steal there. Good turnover. Oh no, still with the Poverty Bay team. Poverty Bay threatening here. 5 metres out from the Ngāti Porou East Coast line. Calvin Smith. Smith with the long ball. Out to Tuipolotu. Mapu Tuipolotu. 5 metres from the line. Penalty there. Not releasing. Good kick there by Sammy Parks. Takes play 5 metres outside their own 22. First look at the Ngāti Porou East Coast line out. Winter Ricky from the Uwawa Club. Good take there by Ngāti Porou East Coast. Sammy Parks with the box kick. Finds space. Jaden Milner chasing. Very good chase here by Ngāti Porou East Coast. Let's see what happens here. Andrew Totavalu with the clearance. Nice work both sides. Parksy. Sam Parks with the quick take. Morris Saliko finds space. Gives the ball. Hone Hairoa with a chip kick. Oh, I'm not sure why Hone Hairoa passed the ball there. He was in. I think everyone was taken by surprise there as Hone Hairoa chipped and chased for himself, retrieved the ball with an open line, decided to pass it. Unfortunate start there by Ngāti Porou East Coast. Looking really threatening. Poverty Bay with a defensive scrum here. Grogan to feed. Just an opportunity here to go through the teams quickly. Perrin Manuel, Winter Ricky, Peter Bishop, Hone Hairoa, Adam Ross, Ricky Kernan, Jack Richardson, Buchanan Maxwell, the forward pack for the East Coast team, as Grogan feeds the ball here. Jesse Carpenter off the back for Poverty Bay. Settles things down. Oh, Poverty Bay look to move the ball. Tui Polotu. He's looked threatening with his couple of touches to date. Totavalu. East Coast will have to watch him. Oh, penalty there to East Coast. Quick tap. Oh, Jaden Manuel. No, but the referee says come back. East Coast here on attack. 5 metres out from the Poverty Bay line. Just a back line here for Ngāti Pro East Coast. Sam Parks, Benny Hairewa, Jaden Milner, Pāmuna Samupo, Vernon Bartlett, who's the captain for today. Lotawa is on one wing as the ECT helicopter leaves. Unfortunately, Ngāti Pro East Coast are unable to maximise that opportunity. Winter Ricky. Oh, nice jump there by Ricky Kernahan. Te Taita Maxwell, number 8 for Ngāti Pro East Coast, with a solid carry there. Sammy Parks comes blind. Peter Bishop rumbles it up. Hone Hairewa, oh, nice ball there to Perrin Manuel. Perrin Manuel offloads off the ground to Jack Richardson. Ngāti Pro looking threatening here. Oh, nice footwork by Benny Hairewa. He takes the ball to the line. He's held up, however. We'll have to find the ground. Looks like Poverty Bay have turned it over. Grogan goes blind to Polotu. Anthony Karodia there on the far side. Poverty Bay. Calvin Smith with an up and under. Morris Saliko. Oh, brave attempt there by Morris Saliko. Unsure whether Ngāti Pro actually knocked that on, but the referee was closer than me. Both scrums look pretty even in the two encounters that we've seen so far. Big clash here between Ngāti Pro East Coast and Poverty Bay. Local derby. Both teams haven't had the start to the Heartland season they would have wanted. However, Grogan clears the ball away to Calvin Smith. Calvin Smith probes with a kick downfield. Jaden Milner lets the ball go over the line. Winter Ricky had a good club season with Uwawa. Will feed the line out, throw the ball into the line out. Grogan passes away to Calvin Smith. Smith looks for runners. Tui Polotu. Tui Polotu looking threatening all day. Ngāti Pro East Coast defence has been solid so far. Winter Ricky with a good tackle there. Grogan probes to the blind. Jesse Carpenter, short ball up to Callum McDonald. Grogan, Smith, Andrew Patello. Poverty Bay putting multiple phases together here. Grogan. Oh, beautiful pass there by Calvin Smith. Unfortunately, unable to be taken there by Tom Yosefo. Ngāti Pro East Coast will have a throw here. Both teams are sort of taking a while to settle down here. Ngāti Pro East Coast. First home game for a couple of weeks. The field's in better nick than it was the last time they played here. Oh, good line-out win there by East Coast. Sammy Parks with another towering box kick. Jaden Milner chasing well. Unable to be taken there by Tom Yosefo. However, recovers well. Counter-attack. Oh, beautiful run there by Tom Yosefo. Takes it to the halfway. Poverty Bay now have the momentum. Some good front football. Te Pihi Feely, step in, looking for space. Grogan clears the ball away for Poverty Bay. Knock on there. Oh, unfortunate there for Poverty Bay. Accidental offside. Sammy Parks looks for a quick kick. Takes the East Coast team deep into the Poverty Bay 22.
Ngāti Porou East Coast Rugby Union would like to thank all their sponsors.
Both teams unable to assert any real dominance on each other at this stage.
BLK and our match sponsor today is
Both teams have had opportunities in the others 22, so
one of our sponsors, and don't forget people, the opening coming up next weekend.
Winter Ricky. Good take there by Hone Hairewa. Oh, Jack Richardson. This hard-working open side flanker. Parksy feeds the ball away to Vernon Bartlett. Oh, intentional knock-on, I'd suggest there, ref. I think we could be looking at a yellow card here. Iosefo had no other option. Tom Iosefo. Oh no, I think it's, no, Andrew Totavalu. This exciting fullback for Poverty Bay. Unfortunately, if he didn't get that hand to that ball, I think, oh, it's a penalty try even. Wow. Penalty try there to Ngāti Porou East Coast, Andrew Totavalu. Unfortunate there for Poverty Bay, but I have to say that if Andrew didn't get his hand to that ball, then it was a try to Ngāti Porou East Coast.
Yeah, penalty try there to Ngāti Porou East Coast. It makes Ngāti Porou 7 and Poverty Bay hit the score.
Just had a catch up there with former Ngāti Porou East Coast coach, Joe McClutchy. Ngāti Porou East Coast, oh, Jack Richardson here. Again with another good run. Perrin Manuel offloads the ball to Sammy Parks. Oh! Hard luck. Geez, Ngāti Porou East Coast looking to use the ball today. Grogan clears the ball away. Oh, full pass there, but knock on first. Ngāti Porou East Coast look to be keen to use the ball today. Another look at the scrums. As I said earlier, the no team looks to have the ascendancy here, but close contest as Grogan gets set to feed the scrum. Grogan. Poverty Bay go blind to Iosefo. Jaden Milner unfortunately misses the tackle, but good cover tackle there by Ricky Kernahan. Callum McDonald, sorry. Tamanui Hill looks to rumble it up, runs straight into Perrin Manuel there. Poverty Bay clear the ball. Smith to Karodia. Karodia pushes players away. Poverty Bay continue down the left side. Grogan probes. Takes his team to the 22. Calvin Smith clears the ball away to Toru Noa. Noa presents the ball well. East Coast wait in anticipation. Ngāti Porou East Coast lead this game 7-0. Grogan clears the ball away to Smith. Smith dummies, gives the ball to Tui Polotu. Tui Polotu taken in a really solid tackle there by Ngāti Pro East Coast. Grogan clears the ball away to Micaiah Torrance Reid. Smith probes the blind again. Yosefo taken in a strong tackle there by Hone Hairawa. Oh, Poverty Bay look like they could be going close here. No, the ball spills out. Ngāti Pro East Coast there. Saved by a knock-on. Good start here by Ngāti Pro East Coast, 7-0 over Poverty Bay. Oh, Morris Saliko. Oh, beautiful pass out there. Oh, Morris Saliko finds the ball. Morris. Oh, Saliko finding space. Ngāti Pro East Coast looking good when they're going wide here. They've got the ball back. Sammy Park. Ricky Kernahan goes blind. Rumbles it up. Sammy Parks waits. Oh, another infringement there by Poverty Bay. Good breakout there by Ngāti Pro East Coast. Lautawa Ipali, Lautawa looks to be good on his feet, as is Morris Saliko, who plays for Ponsonby in the Auckland competition, the Gallagher Shield winners. As Sammy Parks lines up a kick here. Unfortunately, Sammy Parks, well, his kick is not successful. There's some movement here on the sideline. I'm unsure as to what is going on. I think Poverty Bay management are complaining about the injured Ngāti Pro East Coast player, Latawa. Calvin Smith, beautiful looking kick. Sammy Parks, good take there by Sammy. Not sure why the shortest guy in the East Coast team had to take that, but anyway. East Coast turn the ball over. This annual derby clash between Poverty Bay and Ngāti Pro East Coast. Recent years, Poverty Bay's had the wood over Ngāti Pro East Coast. Here we go. Grogan feeds the Poverty Bay scrum. Good looking scrum. Carpenter off to Grogan. Off to Tepehi Fairley. Ooh. Breaks that first tackle, Tepehi. Grogan. Poverty Bay come to the right. Oh, penalty there to Poverty Bay. Ngāti Pro East Coast infringement. Hey, how's it, Terry? Calvin Smith finds the sideline. Poverty Bay, Calvin Smith shows the ball at the line. Nice work there by Calvin Smith. As Poverty Bay rumble inside the Ngāti Porou East Coast half. Andrew Patello there. Oh, another infringement here by Ngāti Porou East Coast. They were offside there. Poverty Bay just deciding what to do here. Looks like they're going to take a scrum. It has been wet in the last few days here in Ruatoria, but the weather seems to have come right for the game. Nice conditions, not too hot. A cool breeze blowing slightly in support of East Coast. Oh, Poverty Bay putting the pressure on the East Coast scrum here. However, the scrum's turning, but looks like there's another advantage here to Poverty Bay. Even though the scrum went 180. Poverty Bay, quick tap. East Coast hold strong. Oh, double movement there, the call by the referee. Unable to see exactly who that was from the Poverty Bay team, but looks like they went close. Just quickly run through the Poverty Bay team. Toru Noa, Tamanui Hill, Andrew Patello, Makaya Torrance Reid, Sam McDowell, Jesse Carpenter, Callum McDonald, Ken Hokama. I don't think that's Ken, but hey, only work with the team list I got. William Grogan, Calvin Smith, Te Pihi Fairley, Anthony Karodia, Mapa Tuipolotu, Tom Yosefo, Andrew Totavalu, Shade Scudder, Campbell Crisp, Jacob Cook, Fawn White, Mario Council, Uka Sana Rivi, and Cameron Rowden. As Verden Bartlett takes the tackle here for the Ngāti Porou East Coast team. Sam Parks finds Hone Haerewa, 2 tacklers on him. Need to be, as Hone's a good ball carrier. It's Parksy with a long ball out to Perrin Manuel. Oh, who looks inside, dummies inside. Perrin carries well. Busts the first tackle. Takes his team towards the 10-metre line. Morris Saliko with a beautiful left foot kick downfield that takes them deep into the Poverty Bay 22. Totavalu, who's now back on the field, looks to make amends for his time in the sin bin. Beautiful step in here by Totavalu. 1 metre shy of the 10-metre line. Smith, Calvin Smith probes. Tamanui Hill, the Poverty Bay captain. Another good carry there by Hill, Calvin Smith. Away to Tui Pilotu. Jaden Milder, good tackle there. Knock on there by Tui Pilotu. Good start here by the Ngāti Porou East Coast defence. Putting in some decent tackles. As both teams requiring some water here. Messages being run out by respective teams. Whetu Haerewa assisting the Ngāti Porou East Coast team, and Dwayne Russell supporting the Poverty Bay team. As I see, good crowd here, probably best part of 300-400 people here today. Ngāti Porou East Coast hold a slender lead, 7-0, a penalty try awarded.
Pro East Coast Rugby Union have merchandise for sale to the right of the pavilion. Start here, see Cynthia. We do have gift costs available.
Both sides
And also the score remains Ngāti Pro East Coast 7.
taking an opportunity for a breather here. I'm just updating my Facebook page, Whānau. Ngāti Pro East Coast, 7 points up. I'd estimate about 27 minutes gone here in the first half. Sam Parks gets set to feed. Good push here by Ngāti Pro East Coast. Benny Haidua looks, oh, beautiful ball there to Morris Saliko. Half break there by Saliko. Looks threatening every time he gets the ball. Hone Haidua. Can't quite keep his feet. Poverty Bay there. That was a blatant penalty. Hands in the ruck. Ruck informed. Not sure what the options here are for Ngāti Pro. Sammy Parks takes his team inside the Poverty Bay 22. Ngāti Pro have been down here on 2 other occasions, once when Hone Haidua nearly scored and once when they received a penalty try. However, they lose the line out. Poverty Bay take the ball outside the 22. Calvin Smith again with a high speculator. Morris Saliko underneath it here. You don't want to give him space. He's got a beautiful left foot kick, here's Morris. Oh, he pins Poverty Bay back into their half. Unfortunate, yes. Ngāti Pro East Coast have scored there. Oh, that was a number of errors there by the Poverty Bay team. Firstly, they were unable to clear the kick. Good chasing there by Morris Saliko of his own kick. And then the pressure finally told, and Perrin Manuel was on hand there to apply pressure. And Ngāti Pro East Coast extend the lead to 12-0. Sammy Parks adds the extras. 14-0 now to Ngāti Pro East Coast. Strong start by the home team. Couple of bad errors there by Poverty Bay on their own line. They'll be looking to make amends. Ricky Kernan here comes off from Ngāti Pro East Coast. Wani Timwana. Looks to go back on. Blood bin. Ngāti Pro East Coast. Set to receive the kick. Hone Haidua goes up. Taken there by Patello from Poverty Bay. Secures the ball well. Grogan clears the ball away to Smith. Smith to Tamanui Hill. Ball on there to Mackay Torrance Reid. Plays his rugby down in Taranaki. He's on loan to his home union. Player of origin. Oh, good hit there by Hone Haidua. Calvin Smith clears the ball away. Andrew Patello, another good run by him. Calvin Smith, his runners are loaded up here. McDowell rumbles forward. Clears the ball again, Tamanui Hill. Oh, Maputui Polotu, unfortunately, couldn't quite get the ball away there. Knocks it on, also looks to be injured. Ngāti Paro East Coast look to up the pace quite regularly here. Just catching the Poverty Bay team out a little bit.
Just a bit of a correction on who scored that try there. It was actually Buchanan Maxwell, number 8 from Ngāti Paro East Coast.
Actually, just a correction there. It wasn't Perrin Manuel. It was Buchanan Maxwell who scored that try there for Ngāti Paro East Coast. Good crowd in attendance here at Whakarua Park in Ruatoria. As Ngāti Paro East Coast have knocked the ball on. Poverty Bay there score a try. Couldn't quite see who scored. Hopefully someone at home did. Andrew Totavalu scored a try there. Sorry, Whānau, was just updating my Instagram page. Ngāti Paro East Coast still in the lead here, Whakarua Park, 14-5. Is anyone keen to commentate the second half? If you are, come find me. I'm in front of the grandstand. Pretty keen to go have a feed and a couple of beers. It's Calvin Smith. Lines up the kick. Unfortunately, Calvin Smith unsuccessful there. Ngāti Paro East Coast still hold a lead. Benny Haidua with the kick. Oh, nice kick here by Benny Haidua. And oh, Ngāti Paro East Coast keep the ball alive. Benny Haidua, oh, beautiful step in here by Benny. Nice work. Oh, unfortunately just knocks it on there. Solid tackle there by Jesse Carpenter from the Poverty Bay team. Dislodges the ball. Grogan will feed the scrum for Poverty Bay. Poverty Bay, strong scrum here. Calvin Smith. Smith finds the runner and Anthony Karodia. 5 metres in his own half. Poverty Bay look to have recycled the ball. Penalty here. I think Jack Richardson not rolling away there. Jack Richardson's been industrious in this first half. Calvin Smith with a quick kick. Takes Poverty Bay 10 metres into the East Coast half. good battle between the two forward packs today. Seem to have parity in the scrums. However, I think Poverty Bay have had an edge in the lineouts. Calvin Smith finds Tui Pulotu. Tui Pulotu knows one way. Patello, Andrew Patello, good solid tackle there by Taina Portai. Ngāti Pura East Coast number 12, who's looked solid today in the midfield. Be interested to see what Ngāti Pura do here. Sammy Parks, experienced campaigner. Parksy feeds the ball into the Ngāti Pura East Coast scrum. They look to go blind. Maxwell, here we go, Saliko. Oh, beautiful ball up there to Sammy Parks. Sammy Parks bumps off one, is wrestled to the ground. Latawa there, Hone Hairua, past the ball to Peter Bishop. Ngāti Pura East Coast. Rumble the ball forward. Sammy Parks waits for the ball. Poverty Bay look to counter ruck here. Parks, way to Benny Hairua. Verdon Bartlett, Morris Saliko looks for space. Dances, beautiful on his feet. Wrestles to the ground. Sammy Parks again. Ngāti Pura East Coast looking to use the ball here. Oh, good tackle there. Turned over by Poverty Bay. Poverty Bay 10 metres inside the Ngāti Pura East Coast line. Grogan, Calvin Smith. Nice little kick there. Well taken by Jaden Milner, who pumps the ball into the Poverty Bay half. Smith finds Te Feli. Te we know how dangerous he can be. Oh, Poverty Bay there. Micaiah Torrance-Reid carries the ball strongly. Grogan, Smith, Tamanui Hill. Good tackle there by Jack Richardson. Poverty Bay knocked the ball on here, unfortunately. Oh, man, there was a knock-on, ref. They better not score. The ball's turned over here. Ngāti Pura East Coast. Latawa goes in there. Fijian winger. Oh no. Calvin Smith looks to have rumbled his way to the line here. Must be close. Poverty Bay. Oh, Poverty Bay look to have scored here. 14-10 to Ngāti Pura East Coast. Must nearly be half time. Man, there was a knock on. The ref didn't even see it.
Try and score there. Tamanui Hill.
Tamanui
now at 12.
Tamanui Hill. Poverty Bay are at 10 and Poverty Bay 14. Oh, yeah, East Coast 14, Poverty Bay 10. Calvin Smith will try and close the gap by another 2 points here. Pretty easy kick for someone of Calvin's calibre. After a shaky start, Poverty Bay have come back well into this game. And looked like he missed. Oh well. Can't be long left in this game. 14 points to 12. Poverty Bay have managed to claw themselves back into this game. However, East Coast are still looking likely. Beni Hairewa. Kick doesn't go 10 metres. I've got to say, Ipali Lautawa, the lone winger, has played well today, been really industrious.
Security, drag that man off the field. Man.
Willie Grogan. Looks to feed the scrum. Poverty Bay scrum looking good. Calvin Smith look for Mapu Tuipolotu. Good tackle there by Verdon Bartlett. Manages to slow his progress. Jack Richardson, another good tackle there as Poverty Bay ball carriers look to show some real strength. Karodia finds Tuipolotu. Tuipolotu again with another knock on. Latawa takes the ball, scragged down there by Poverty Bay. Looks like Anthony Karodia, or Tuipolotu, sorry. Beni Hairewa, long ball out to Tater Maxwell. Oh, Verdon Bartlett bumps off one, looks back inside. Oh, Poverty Bay look like they've turned the ball here. Unfortunately, the ruck had formed. And referee says penalty there. Number 4, Micaiah Torrance Reid, penalised by referee Mike Lash. Sammy Parks, good kick here. Takes the Ngāti Piro East Coast effort inside the 22 of Poverty Bay. Critical time just before the halftime break for both teams. Poverty Bay won't want Ngāti Piro East Coast scoring again. And obviously Ngāti Piro East Coast will want to extend their lead. Adam Ross, Sammy Parks, Beni Hairewa. Oh, Hoani Timwana here. Ngāti Piro East Coast. Rumble the ball inside the Poverty Bay 22. Morris Saliko, good feet there by Saliko. Oh, unfortunately, ball is knocked on there as Tepeifili looks to run up on the ball out. Oh, Morris Saliko's look dangerous every time he touches the ball. Halftime. Halftime here, 14-10 to Ngāti Piro East Coast.
taku aroha ko te taera whiti tu mai rahi kurangi me tō mana rangatira tēnei ahau tō moko puna o te taera whiti o te taera whiti o te taera whiti mai rahi kurangi me tō mana rangatira tēnei ahau tō moko puna o te taera whiti 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 o te taera whiti
Tuatoria between Ngāti Porou East Coast and Poverty Bay. And this the annual clash between the two in the Heartland competition. As Ngāti Porou East Coast, first 5'8", Benny Hairewa, who plays for the TVC club, looks to kick off. Ngāti Porou hold a slim lead here, 14-12. Oh, Latawa, good steal there. However, the ball's been turned over to Poverty Bay. Poverty Bay kick inside Ngāti Porou East Coast half. Morris Saliko waits for the ball to go over the line before putting it down. Sammy Parks. Sammy Parks with the kickoff there. Oh, good kickoff. Oh, Micaiah Torrance Reid knocks the ball on. Ngāti Porou East Coast with the first feed into the first scrum of the second half. (14-12) here to Ngāti Porou East Coast. Sammy Parks will feed the scrum here. To Tater Maxwell, number 8 for Ngāti Porou East Coast. Talking tactics with halfback Sammy Parks. Bit of skullduggery going on between the two number 8s. Sammy Parks feeds the scrum. East Coast hold well. Clears away to Benny Hairewa. Benny Hairewa. Oh, nice pass there to Taina Portai. Offloads to Latawa. Sammy Parks clears away. Oh, hard luck there, Winter Ricky. Knocks the ball on, Perrin Manuel, cleans up. Takes the Poverty Bay player over. However, first infringement there by Ngāti Porou East Coast. Poverty Bay will look to feed the scrum. Mario Council's made his way onto the field. Number 20 for Poverty Bay will now assume the halfback duties.
If you want your opinion account, just go to your nearest rugby union. I'll give you the number. You too can wear the white jersey in the middle of the field.
Council played for Waikahu in the Poverty Bay competition, the Poverty Bay champs. Council clears away to Pehi Feli, Dummy Rana. Calvin Smith takes it to the line. Eda, our man's hammered there by a couple of Ngāti Porou East Coast supporters. Poverty Bay stringing faces together. Tamanui Hill, the captain of Poverty Bay, presents the ball. Jesse Carpenter spins, unable to make any yards here, Poverty Bay. 4 phases and actually have gone backwards a bit. McDowell can't find any support runners. Ngāti Porou East Coast take him to the ground. Good tackle there by Jack Richardson. Jack Richardson struggling to get out of that ruck. Oh, good kick here by Mario Council. Covered here by Morris Saliko, the Ponsonby fullback. Oh, Latawa, good offload. Good footwork there by Latawa. All my uncles on the sideline calling high tackle there. Hard to disagree with them. Oh, good tackle there by Perrin Manuel. Brutal. Yeah, penalty there to Ngāti Porou East Coast. Unsure exactly what that penalty was for, but we'll take it. Sammy Parks finds the sideline, 10-metre mark, still inside the Ngāti Porou East Coast half. Hone Hairewa, unable to take the ball. Adam Ross there. He's been in the middle of everything for for Ngāti Porou East Coast. Anthony Karodia dances. Calvin Smith, beautiful pass out there to Yosefo. Council. Should see a little bit more fluidity here from the Poverty Bay team with Mario Council and Calvin Smith, who play together at club level. However, there was a knock on there, I think, by one of the Poverty Bay players, as the referee just calls time. Somebody from the Ngāti Porou East Coast team may have a little bit of blood. Needs to come to the blood bin. Wani Timuana. Wani Timuana coming to the blood bin. Is Scott Lazenby from the Uawa Club, the East Coast Club champs for 2018, makes his way onto the field.
Quick blood bin there. Scott Lazenby coming on for
second scrum of the half. Sammy Parks waits to feed. East Coast here with a pretty traditional setup. Sammy Parks away to Benny Hairewa. Benny Hairewa to Verdon Bartlett. Bartlett to Saliko. Saliko with the long ball out to Latawa. Latawa takes on Totavalu. Oh, passes back inside. Finds Verdon Bartlett. Verdon uses his experience, takes the ball to ground. Sam Parks clears the ball away to Benny Hairewa. Hone Hairewa. One of three Hairewas in here, the East Coast team today. Sammy Parks kicks the ball. Oh, threads the needle. However, good work there by Totavalu, who looks to clear the ball. Morris Saliko with a quick throw into himself and uses that very educated left boot. Totavalu takes the ball again. Morris Saliko, good tackle on Andrew Totavalu. Saliko probably been the pick of the Ngāti Porou East Coast backs today. Has found tends to find space with most runs as Poverty Bay rumble their way inside the Ngāti Porou East Coast half. Good carry there by Micaiah Torrance Reid. Council clears away to Patello. Patello to Yosefo. Yosefo on the outside, finds space back inside to McDowell. The hard-working Poverty Bay lock, he knocks it on. Ngāti Porou East Coast have the ball. Sammy Parks with the box kick. Oh, could be in trouble here, Poverty Bay, if Latawa. Oh, good tackle there. Jack Richardson over the top. However, Poverty Bay, good work there by the Poverty Bay players. And as Poverty Bay make their way inside the Ngāti Porou half. Oh, good run there by Andrew Patello. He's been in the middle of everything. Hone Hairewa, unfortunately offside there, coming in from the side of that ruck. Even a man like myself with blue running through my veins could see that one. Sorry, Hone. As Poverty Bay take a quick tap here. No, the ball knocked back there. Yes, knock on there by Poverty Bay. As I think a lot of the Poverty Bay players are protesting there. Ngāti Porou East Coast lucky there. I think Morris Saliko just got his hand in the way of that pass. Ngāti Porou East Coast, a couple of injuries here. Those sly old ones, I think. Not really injured, just having a bit of a breather. Still 14-12 to Ngāti Porou East Coast. Ngāti Porou East Coast coaches Troy Para and Wayne Ensor looking to make some changes. Whetu Hairua running the water for Ngāti Porou East Coast today. He's the coach of the TVC team, former Ngāti Porou East Coast player and coach himself. (14-12) here to Ngāti Porou East Coast. Sammy Parks feeds the ball into the scrum. Looks to go blind. Latawa here. Got good gas. Oh, steps inside Council. Oh, fins away Calvin Smith. Oh, good pass there to Sammy Parks. Sammy Parks makes a break. Looks for support. Jack Richardson. Hone Hairua rumbles his way to the 22. Good breakout here by Ngāti Porou East Coast. Sammy Parks finally gets to the ball there, secures the ball for East Coast. To Taylor Maxwell waits. Oh, East Coast look to have numbers here. Taina Portai unable to slip the ball there to Verdon Bartlett. East Coast controlling the ball here. Peter Bishop rumbles his way forward. CIT White. Oh, penalty here to Poverty Bay. Unfortunately, good break there by Latawa. Good support there by Sammy Parks, but unfortunately, it looks as though somebody held the ball in the ruck too long and they were unable to maximise or convert that opportunity. Poverty Bay kicked the ball inside the Ngāti Porou East Coast half. Oh, me. Anthony Karodia there, strong carry inside the, oh, unfortunately, not sure that was the best call there by the referee, but Ngāti Porou East Coast will take that. Anthony Karodia has looked strong every time he's carried the ball today. Sammy Parks takes a quick kick, pushes Poverty Bay deep inside their own half. Winter Ricky. Will throw the ball into the line-out. Ngāti Porou East Coast have had trouble with their line-out today. Oh, nice jump there by Taylor Maxwell. Cleared away to Hairua. Hairua, dummies, Taina Portai takes the ball to the line, taking a good solid tackle, but still manages to get the ball away. Sammy Parks wrestles. Hone Hairua, dumming, running like a back. Oh, beautiful run here by Jaden Milner, who passes the ball out there to Hone Hairua, I think. Oh, ball lost to Poverty Bay. Totavalu, Andrew Totavalu hammers the ball downfield. Good kick there by Andrew Totavalu. Saliko and Latawa back there, but unable to nullify the distance of Andrew Totavalu's kick. Game is going from end to end here. Classic encounter between these two old foe, old enemies, neighbouring unions. Ngāti Porou East Coast and Poverty Bay. Replacement going on for Poverty Bay. I think that's Campbell Crisp. Prop, yep, one of the props for Poverty Bay. Not quite sure who he's replacing at this stage. I think it might be Benny Haidawa finds Vernon Bartlett, his TVC teammate. Sam Parks clears the ball away to Tater Maxwell. Oh, beautiful pass there to Latawa. Latawa again in space. Oh, Poverty Bay will have to watch him as he's taken in what seems to be a high tackle, but no, not called by referee Lash. Saliko. Nice pass there. Way to Perrin Manuel. Carried strong today, Perrin. Winter Ricky. Oh, another strong carry there by Winter Ricky. Sam Parks is Uawa captain. Clears the ball out to Taina Portai. Taina Portai taken in a really strong tackle there. However, referee Lash says 2 knock-ons there, with the first being by Ngāti Porou East Coast. Both teams looking to make substitutions.
First change earlier on, towards Poru Norono. Replacing him was number 17, Campbell.
Benny Haidawa replaced after what's been a really, really good game by him today. Ran things well for the home team.
Change from Ngāti Porou East Coast as well. Number 21, Arangi Haidawa.
Ngaringi Haidawa replaces Benny Haidawa, his cousin. One Haidawa out and one in.
Also, Poverty Bay got a change in the half. In the halfback here. Number 20, Mario Council. Come on for number 9, Poverty Bay.
Mario Council feeds the scrum here. Poverty Bay, strong scrum. Calvin Smith to Tui Polotu. Tui Polotu on the outside break. Fends away Vernon Bartlett, but good cover tackle there by Taina Portai. Mario Council, oh, another good strong tackle there by Taina Portai. Council. Poverty Bay looking strong. Calvin Smith dummies there, goes behind a player, may have been sheep herding. Can't quite say, but Totavalu looking for a gap, steps inside, steps straight into the tackle there of Hone Haidawa, who's defended well. Oh, I think knock on there by Poverty Bay. As Ngāti Porou East Coast look to counter attack. Morris Saliko, geez, he looks sharp on his feet. Parks clears away to Haidawa. Ngaringi Haidawa. Oh, beautiful ball there to Perrin Manuel. Unfortunately, unable to take it, Perrin Manuel. But referee says knock on. Taina Portai's put in a couple of punishing hits. Good game here. Oh, Sammy Parks unable to find the sideline. To P. Feely, who's actually a former Ngāti Porou East Coast player, or from the coast, from Tokomaru Bay, playing for Poverty Bay. Carried the ball back there. Oh, the ball comes out on the East Coast side. Poverty Bay, Calvin Smith may even have a shot here. No, we'll look for the sideline. Beautiful kick there by Calvin Smith as he takes the Poverty Bay team inside the 22 of Ngāti Porou East Coast. East Coast line out has struggled a little bit today. They'll be wanting to put in a better effort here in the second half. Adam Ross has been strong though. Good take there by Micaiah Torrance-Reid. Council clears away to Smith. Smith to Te Pihi Fili. Takes on Ngarangi Hairewa. Gets through the first tackle. Oh, Ngarangi Hairewa gets his man that time. Oh, the ball's knocked on, I think. Oh no, referee says it's knocked back. Tuipulotu runs straight into Tater Maxwell. Good. Oh, as does Jesse Carpenter. Taken in a strong tackle. Micaiah Torrance-Reid. Ooh, runs straight into One Hairewa. Jeez, some of these hits today. Ngāti Porou East Coast. Defence is resolute and rewarded in a penalty here as Latawa takes a quick penalty. Runs away. Beats. Oh, and Parksy. If he keeps this in, it'll be magic. Oh, hard luck there. As Hone Hairewa is injured in the back play. Or was that Adam Ross? Geez, he'd be a tough man to replace for Ngāti Porou East Coast, particularly given the loss of Ricky Kernahan due to an eye injury in the first half. Adam Ross has been in everything for Ngāti Porou East Coast today.
Comes off and Cameron Rogan goes on. Score still remains Ngāti Porou East Coast 14, Poverty Bay 12.
Yeah, Ngāti Porou still ahead 14 points to 12. Good game here. 21 minutes into the second half, or left. 21 minutes left in the second half. Still no score from either team. Shay Scudder is now on the field for Poverty Bay. YMP hooker. Adam Ross is back in the action. Assumes his position in the Ngāti Porou East Coast lineup. Council clears away to Smith. Smith, oh, nice pass there to Anthony Karodia. Unfortunately, despite the good break, he knocks it on. Vernon Bartlett looks for space, sees no one home. Good chase here by Ngāti Porou East Coast, but unfortunately, they're all low numbers. No speedsters. Ooh, good half break there by McDowell. The Poverty Bay lock. Council forages for the ball. Finds Karodia. Karodia with another run. Another ball. Another good carry there by Karodia. However, oh, unfortunate there for Ngāti Porou East Coast. What's the referee saying here? Referee Lash wants to talk to Hone Hairewa. Not sure what's happened here. I'd really like to see Morris Saliko, the Ngāti Porou East Coast fullback, involved a little bit more. Perhaps brought into first receiver. He's looked sharp on his feet every time he gets the ball. As Calvin Smith uses that educated right boot of his to take his team just outside of the Ngāti Porou East Coast 22. Poverty Bay rumble inside the East Coast 22. Oh, East Coast have turned it over. Peter Bishop. Oh, unfortunate there. Ngāti Porou East Coast tried to run the ball out. Number 7 there, Cullen McDonald, has really been at the fore of everything that Poverty Bay have done. Campbell Crisp rumbles it up. Oh, Jesse Carpenter there with a really nice pick and go. Breaks one tackle. Te Pehi Feli takes on Ngarangi Harawa. Shea Scudder. Oh, good run there by Shade. Unfortunately loses his feet. Calvin Smith passes the long ball out. Beautiful ball there. Poverty Bay looking threatening on the right. Oh, good try there by, I don't know, but he's got a great mullet. I think Cameron Rowden might be. Any guy that's rocking a mullet like that deserves a try. Ngāti Porou East Coast need to regroup here.
Poverty Bay takes the score to Ngāti Porou East Coast 14, Poverty Bay 17 with the kick to go.
Oh, it was actually Ford and White. That was number 6 for Poverty Bay.
Come on, Willie Tomatia, number 19 on for Poverty Bay.
Totavalu has assumed the kicking duties, and a beautiful sideline conversion there. Takes the score to 19-14 to Poverty Bay. First time that they've taken the lead.
Poverty Bay 19, Ngāti Porou East Coast 14.
Just had to do my maths there. Sammy Parks. With a beautiful kickoff. Oh, looks like a knock on there. May have even been accidental offside.
Couple of changes for Ngāti Porou East Coast.
Couple of changes from
17, Scott Lazenby.
Ngāti Porou East Coast. Scott Lazenby and Tim Barbarachon for Ngāti Porou East Coast. Adam Ross has had a really good game. East Coast clear the ball. Haidawa away to Bartlett. Bartlett spins in the tackle. Makes another 4 or 5 metres. Parks off to Haidawa. Haidawa back inside. Oh, to Huani Timwana there. Parks clears the ball away. Tater Maxwell runs into his number 8 and opposite Jesse Carpenter. Good carry there by Tater Maxwell. Parks. Oh, Barbarich knocks the ball on. Leaves it behind. Poverty Bay turn the ball over to Pehi Fairley. Oh, looking strong. However, the ball is knocked on by Poverty Bay, but unseen by referee, even though he was right in front of it. Poverty Bay move the ball away. Oh, beautiful kick there by Calvin Smith. Latawa across in cover. Ngāti Porou just looking for an answer here. As I said, they've looked threatening every time they've gone wide. Latawa, Jaden Milner and Morris Saliko have all looked sharp with ball in hand. Third and Bartlett, midfield general for Ngāti Porou East Coast, looking a little bit sore as he moves back into position. Poverty Bay turn the ball over. Oh, knock on there by Poverty Bay open side. McDonald. Starting to get cold here at Whakarua Park. Sammy Parks to feed the ball here into the scrum. Taina Portai. Oh, good carry there by Taina. Oh, Latawa back inside to Richardson. Richardson to Taylor Maxwell. Clears the ball. Hone Hairewa. Show and go. Good pass there to Morris Saliko. Oh, Morris with the footwork. Saliko. Nice work. Places the ball back nicely for Parks to Hairewa. Off to Hone Hairewa. Oh, ball stolen there by Micaiah Torrance Reid with a beautiful cutout ball. Unfortunately, he cut out everyone. Richardson, the East Coast open side, in the middle of everything. Flukily, the ball comes back to Ngāti Porou East Coast. Oh, beautiful work there by Jaden Milner. Jeez, looks like his cousin Nehe Milner. Ngāti Porou East Coast receive a penalty from referee Lash. Man, if I was them, I'd probably tap and go here or go for a scrum. Not sure they... Yeah, I think they're just having a bit of a hui. Calling for a scrum. Good call there made by Ngāti Porou East Coast. They haven't had too much luck with the lineouts or with the kicks from the middle of the field. Jaden Milner looked sharp on his feet there. Poverty Bay lead 19-14. Fair to say they've probably had the better of the second half. As Sammy Parks feeds into the scrum to Tatum Maxwell. Pass to Parks. Saliko. Oh, Calvin Smith there. He's going to be lucky to stay on the field after that tackle. Oh, a little bit of a dust up here. A little bit of a dust up. I think Calvin Smith will be lucky to stay on, unfortunately. I think there was no arms, clear intent in that tackle. As referee Lash is talking to both captains. Hone Hairewa and Calvin Smith. Not sure what the conversation is, but oh, it was Jesse Carpenter. Jesse Carpenter. No use of the arms. Thought it was Calvin Smith there. Apologies to Calvin. Jesse Carpenter's played well for the Poverty Bay team, but unfortunately no arms in that tackle. Sam Parks will look to find the sideline. Ngāti Pro East Coast have a real opportunity here to square things up. Winter Ricky. Will throw the ball into the line out. Hone Harawa. Pierre Manuel taps the ball back. Oh, good take there by Ngarangi Harawa. Morris Saliko with the ball. As I said, Morris has looked sharp all day. It's off that left foot of his. Oh, beautiful run there by Morris Saliko. Verdon Bartlett clears away to Harawa. Harawa to Maxwell. Maxwell rumbles it forward. Ball's left behind. Still in Ngāti Pro East Coast possession. Parks. Beautiful clearance to Harawa. To Hone Harawa. To Perrin Manuel. Perrin Manuel dummies. Way to Jaden Milner. Jaden Milner finds the gap. Ooh, must be a couple of metres away from the Poverty Bay line here. Still in Ngāti Pro East Coast position. Ooh, nice touch there by Perrin Manuel. We know who's got good skills from the Waiapu Club here in the Ngāti Pro East Coast Club competition. As Ngāti Pro look threatening here. It really has dropped in temperature here at Whakarua Park. Feels like a southerly has started to take grip here. Ngāti Pro East Coast will feed the scrum. Poverty Bay are one player down. Sam Parks waits. Clears the ball to Harawa. Harawa away to Bartlett. Bartlett finds space. Morris Saliko. Morris Saliko sees the line. Morris Saliko is nearly there. Sammy Parks waits. And it's a try to Ngāti Pro East Coast. Locks it up. No, 8 minutes left. Ngāti Pro East Coast have an opportunity to take the lead here. I think it might have been Sammy Parks. Sammy Parks may have scored there. You've probably got a better view at home. But Ngāti Pro East Coast have tied everything up. Not sure what those two boys are doing. Ngarangi Harawa has an opportunity here to put Ngāti Pro East Coast in the front with about 6.5 minutes to go after this kick is taken, and it is waved away there by the assistant referees. Unfortunately,
Conversion unsuccessful.
this conversion was unsuccessful.
Poverty Bay 19.
Whatever way this game turns out, it's been another classic encounter between the two old enemies, Ngāti Pro East Coast and Poverty Bay, as East Coast look to register their first win for the season and Poverty Bay their second. Oh, great take there by Micaiah Torrance Reid, who really has shown his, I guess, his class here today, as Campbell Crisp rumbles it up. Council clears the ball to Smith. Poverty Bay look to wrestle control back of the game. Council, think Calvin Smith was wanting to go blind there. However, Council came back towards the grandstand side. Te Pehi Fairley looks for space, unable to find it. Council Hands it off to another Poverty Bay player as Smith looks to control things. Beautiful ball back inside there. Great tackle by Sam Parks. The ball was passed forward there, unfortunately. Not sure these numbers are correct. But Uka Sanarivi, that was from Poverty Bay, who made a really classy looking break there. But unfortunately, or fortunately for Ngāti Porou East Coast, he passed it forward. Sammy Parks here. Ngāti Porou deep inside their own half. I think the fans have been treated to a really good game of rugby here today. 19-all between Ngāti Porou East Coast and Poverty Bay. Maxwell takes the ball. Taken in a good tackle there by McDonald. Manages to place the ball back for Sammy Parks. To Taina Portai. Oh, East Coast turned the ball over. Oh, good run there by the replacement Poverty Bay player. Jacob Cook, it says here in the program. Unsure whether that's Jacob or not. However, Calvin Smith probes. Shea Scudder to McDonald. Campbell Crisp. To Pihi Feely. Oh, to Pihi. Got to watch him. Really good on his feet. Poverty Bay still in control of possession here. Council. Oh, that was a knock on. Unfortunate there. Interplay between Shea Scudder and one of his Poverty Bay teammates. I think Ngāti Porou will learn their lesson from that last scrum. They don't want to play with the ball deep inside their own half. 19-all here. Good game here. 19-all. Ngāti Porou looking to make a change here, not sure whether it'll get enforced. Sammy Parks puts a good kick downfield, which will see a line out take place just 1 metre inside the East Coast half. Ngāti Porou look to make another substitution. Taina Portai comes off. He's had a strong game. He's replaced by Fabian Kahaki. Poverty Bay look to go wide. However, the ball's turned over there. Oh no, the referee's seen something. Short arm penalty to Poverty Bay. Can Ngāti Porou East Coast hold out? Can't be much time left in this game. Must be less than 2 minutes there. Signalled by the official game timekeeper, Shade Scudder. Looks to make a break, unfortunately. Tackled there. Crisp rumbles it up. Good carry there by Campbell Crisp. McDonald there for Poverty Bay. Calvin Smith surveys his options. Te Pehi Fairley. Good defence here by East Coast. Micaiah Torrance Reid is, oh, is that McDonald? Sorry. No, that was Micaiah Torrance Reid. Knock on there by Poverty Bay. This will be the last act of the game. Knock on there, cited by referee Lash. Enough time for the scrum. 19 all. Ngāti Porou East Coast. Hone Hairawa comes to the sideline for a mouth guard. Here they go. One last roll of the dice. Fabian Kahaki to feed the scrum. Good heel there by Ngāti Porou East Coast. Kahaki clears to Parks. Parks, oh no, Council with an intercept try that'll see Poverty Bay win it in the last minute. The very last play of the game. And Poverty Bay win, breaking the hearts of Ngāti Porou East Coast in what was another classic encounter. That should see time here, Whakarua Park. Good try there by Mario Council. Intercept try right on the death.
24, Ngāti Porou East Coast 19.
Totavalu here to add the conversion. Poverty Bay bench and supporters look to celebrate. Referee says there's still more time left in this game as Poverty Bay take the lead 26 points to 19.
Conversion successfully Poverty Bay takes the score now to 26, Ngāti Porou East Coast 19.
Here we go, Ngāti Porou East Coast, one more roll of the dice. Let's see if there is anything left in their efforts today. Sammy Parks with a kick-off, high kick there, good kick by Sammy Parks. The ball goes out and referee Lash calls full time. What another classic encounter here for Ngāti Porou East Coast, falling to Poverty Bay 26-19 today here in Ruatoria.
Oh, kia ora whānau. We're entertained today. Good game by both teams. Final score, Poverty Bay 26, Ngāti Porou East Coast 19.